last week. And we're going to add a few more steps in and go over our cha-cha as well. So let's practice. Sorry, I have to set my camera a bit better. Okay, so the bachata that we did last week, excuse me, our basic step, we started with our left foot, and the basic, we go to the side. We had side, together, side, tap, side, together, side, tap, side, together, side, tap, and side, together, side, tap. So let's everybody have a try at that. And then we'll cover the rules that we talked about as well to help us dance better. So left foot to the side and side, together. Whoop. Just getting notifications on my screen. And we had side, together, side, tap, side, together, side, tap, side, together, side, tap, and side, together, side, tap. Now, our rules that we covered, the first one was every time we step, we want to use the toe of the foot. So don't try and use the heel when you dance Latin dances. So we always want to use the toe first. And then we go to the flat of the foot. The second rule was whichever foot you step on, you want to send your arms in that direction. So if I go on my left foot, arms to the left. When I step onto my right foot, arms to the right. And when I step on my left foot again, arms to the left, and then leave them here, just tap. And then same thing with the right foot, 1, closing with the left foot, 2, arms back to the right for 3, and tap. Good. And our last rule was keep your steps small and try and keep your knees nice and close together. So don't try and go 1 because it'll be too quick. The music will be too quick and you'll have to, too much work. So knees close, step onto the toes and use your arms in the direction of the foot you're using. So let's try again. And 1, 2, 3, and tap. 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 Okay, our next basic step was the forward and backwards basics. I'm just going to grab a quick drink. And we had left foot going forward and 1, 2, 3, tap. 1, 2, 3, and tap. 1, 2, 3, and tap. 1, 2, 3, and tap. Good. So let's try that one again. Starting left foot going forward and same rules as before. Keep your knees close together. Step onto the toe and use your arms in the direction of the foot that you are stepping onto. And we have 1, 2, 3, and tap. 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 Good. Now, when we do the tap at the end of all of our basic steps, we don't have to make it a big, like, up here. We just want to make it a nice little, so watch this knee, it hardly moves. Tap. And as well, the hip of the tapping foot just wants to tap. So we see that hip pops out a little bit. So we would have, do the side basics. 1, 2, 3. Here's the hip, tap. And then we go back in the other direction. 1, 2, 3, and tap. So just a little hip pop, and we want to use the foot just to push a little bit. And we have 1, 2, 3, and pop. 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 Same thing on the forward and backwards basics. We have 1, 2, 3, and pop. 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 Good. So our next basic that we had, or one of the other basics that we had, was the crossover basic. So it's moving to the side, but instead of side together, we had step, crossover, step, and swivel, tap. 1, crossover, 3, swivel, tap. 1, 2, 3, and tap. 1, 2, 3, and tap. And remembering that when we do our swivels, it's very important, it's very important that we do the swivel on the front of the foot, because I can swivel nice and easy on the front of the foot. But if I try and do it on the back of the foot or in the middle of the foot, my feet don't move very well and I could hurt my knees and my ankles. So keep that swivel on the front of the foot and you'll be safer. So we have and step, crossover, step, swivel, tap, step, crossover, step, swivel, tap, step, crossover, step, swivel, tap, step, crossover, step, swivel, tap. Okay, good. Now, let's put all of that to music and have a practice. We're going to use, excuse me, we're going to use the same practice track that we used last week because it's a nice slow song. Hopefully you can hear that music. Here we go. 3, 2, 3, 2 to the side. 1, 2, 3. Everyone practice along. Forward and back. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Crossovers. Back to the side. Forward and back. And crossovers. One more time to the side. Forward and back. And crossovers. Very good. Okay. So our next step that we're going to add in today for our bachata is called a stationary basic. And what that means is it doesn't move, and where you start the step, you finish the step. So in all of the basics we've learned so far, I started at spot number 1 and I ended at spot number 2 and then went back, swapping places. But this next one is going to stay on the spot. So I'm going to step to the side, 1, I'm going to replace my weight, 2, and I'm going to close my feet, 3, and then we tap, tap. Same thing, 1, 2, 3, tap, 1, 2, 3, tap, 1, 2, 3, tap. Good. So let's try that again. So staying on the spot, we step for the first one. 1, replace our weight back. 2, close our feet. 3, and tap. Same thing, opposite foot. 1, 2, 3, and tap. And 1, 2, 3, and tap. 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 Good. So let's put all of those basics together now. And we are going to, run through all 4 of our basics. And then the next step will be a turn. We're going to learn how to turn. And we have to the side. 1, 2, 3, and tap. 1, 2, 3, and tap. 1, 2, 3, and tap. 1, 2, forwards and backwards. 1, 2, 3, and tap. 1, 2, 3, and tap. 1, 2, 3, and tap. 1, 2, crossovers. And 1, 2, 3, and tap. 1, 2, 3, swivel tap. 1, 2, 3, swivel tap. 1, 2, stationaries, and side and together tap, side and together tap, side and together tap, side and together tap. Good, 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 good. Now, a quick recap of our rules again to help us dance these steps well. So our first rule is keep your knees, or one of our rules, I always tell them out of order, but one of our rules is keep your knees close together, keep your steps relatively small. So we can see here, not much space. I don't want big steps like this. 1, it looks funny, and 2, it's going to be too hard to keep up with the music. Second rule, always step on the toe of the foot. If I'm moving to the side, toe flat. Or if I'm moving forward, toe flat. Or if I'm moving backwards, toe flat. Always try and step onto the toe first. And our other rule was whichever foot that I step on, I move my arms in that direction. So I want to start with my arms. I just have them down by my side, elbows out, and bring my hands just in front of my belly button here, or just above my belly button here. So not on the stomach, just slightly in front. And if I step on my left foot, 1, I move them here. They kind of go down and to the side. 1, then on my right foot, down and under, whoop. My tablet fell over. Okay, so hands here and one. So on left foot to the left. One. Step on my right foot, hands to the right. And they're going to come under and change sides. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Good. Now bachata is it's a funky, fun dance. So we don't have to be strict with our posture. So we don't have to be standing up nice and straight and tall. We can have a bit of a relax to it. It can be relaxed and get nice and bouncy. 1, 2, 3, and. So you'll see that with my posture, I'm actually slightly bent forward, not like this too much, but just nice and relaxed. Okay, so our next step is going to be a turn. So I'll show it to you first, and we'll have 1, 2, 3, tap, 1, 2, 3, tap, 1, 2, 3, tap, 1, 2, 3, tap. So the way we dance this turn is we're going to let our feet tell us which direction to face. So my first step will be my left foot, and I'm going to turn my foot 1/4. So instead of facing the camera, my foot's going to go side on to the camera. And you can see here, my hips have started to turn. My next step, both feet are going to face away from the camera. 2. And I did that by swiveling on the front of my left foot. And then my last step is going to all the way back to the camera. 3, and then a tap. So I'm going to turn my feet to turn my body. Don't try and turn the body, or you're just going to ring up like a sponge. So we have on the right foot, turn to face side on. 1. Both feet on step 2 to the wall behind us. 2. Third step, all the way back around. 3, and tap. And then we do it again. 1, behind us, back to the camera, tap. So the turn, the first two steps of the turn are actually quite small. So I'm only going one wall, and then all the turn happens at the end. 3, and tap. And then small turn, big turn, tap. Good. And remembering we want to use our feet to dance the turn. I'll try and angle the camera down a little bit. So you can see my feet. So watch my feet, number 1, here. So my foot has turned a little bit. My second step, the feet turn. So watch my left foot on the second step. So here's 1, this right foot, sorry, turns. 2, and now watch my left foot. 3. So the turn is happening not in the foot that I'm stepping with, it's happening in the other foot. So first one, no turn, but turn. Second one, turn. Third one, turn. And then same on the way back, no turn, little turn, big turn, boom. So let's try those turns together now. And 1, 2, 3, tap. 1, 2, 3, tap. 1, 2, 3, tap. 1, 2, 3, tap. Good. Now, for these turns, we don't want to move our arms too much, because if we do, I'll show you what will happen if I try and move my arms in this turn. I start to fall over, I lose my balance. So keep the body relatively close. Don't do too much with them on a turn. So from here, 1, 2, 3, tap, 1, 2, 3. My tablet likes to fall over. I'm outside in the windy weather at the moment. So having a look at these turns again, my hands, they stay up. They're not going to come down. They're just not going to do too much or I'll lose my balance. And I'll get 1, 2, 3, tap, 1, 2, 3, tap. Very good. Very good. Okay. We are going to now try that to music. We're going to start with the turns, and then we're going to go back through all of the steps that we've covered so far. And we are going to try a new song this time. So we're going to go nice and slow for these first 2 turns. This song's a bit faster. So we'll have 1, 2, 3, tap. 1, 2, 3, tap. 1, 2, 3, tap. Into the basics, to the side. Forward and back. Crossovers. One, 2, 3, stationaries. And the turns. Back to side basics. Forward and back. Crossovers. Stationary. And turns. One more time. Forward and back. Crossovers. Stationaries. And the turns. Good. Very good, guys. Okay, now, bachata has lots of different styling options, and I want to show you some of them today. And then starting next week, we'll start to put together a nice fancy little bit of choreography for you so you can really get moving and dance a bit more than just the basic steps. So what I mean by styling options is I'm referring to the tap at the end. So whenever we go 1, 2, 3, and we tap, we can do lots of different things there. So for example, we can do a little kick. So we can go 1, 2, 3, and kick. 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 Now with that kick, don't just like you're kicking a soccer ball. We want it to be lift the knee and point the toe. So it's like knee point, knee point. And with the other foot, same thing. Lift the knee, point the foot. So we'll get knee point, knee point, knee point, knee point. So let's try that with all of our basics. And then we will try that to music with the basics. And we'll have side together, side knee point, side together, side knee point, side together, side knee point, side together, side knee point. And then we go to the forwards and backwards basics. 1, 2, 3, knee point. 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 Now we have the crossover basics. This is where it changes just a tiny little bit. Still exactly the same, just a tiny bit different. So because we're doing these on an angle, 1, 2, 3, we're going to go knee point and kick to the side. So rather than going forward on this one, we're going to go slightly to the side for these crossover kicks. And then 1, 2, 3, and side. 1, 2, 3, and side. 1, 2, 3, and side. Good. And now for our crossover basic, our stationary basic, sorry. Side and together, flick. Side and together, flick. Side and together, flick. Side and together, flick. Good. Now, one of the important things to remember, you guys are doing super, by the way, doing really fantastic. But one of the important things to remember is that just because we are changing the style from a tap to a flick, we don't want to forget any of them. They're all still always options for us to use. So we're going to do that to music now. First time through, we're going to use the flick, and then we're going to go back and use we're going to go back and use the taps. Forgetting my words here this morning. Okay. So first time through with the flicks, second time through, we're going to go back to the taps. Follow along. 3, 2, 1, go. 2, 3, and flick. And a turn. And now with the tap. And I tap. Sorry, 1, 2, 3.
This is for your players out there. I'm not just talking about fellas. Here it is.
Very good. Very good. Okay. Now, next up, we're going to add in one more style option. And then we're going to put that all together with the music. And then we'll move into practicing our cha-cha-cha. So this next one is just called a drop. So this for this one, 1, 2, 3. I'm going to close my feet. I'm going to bend my knees. I'm going to go drop. 1, 2, 3, drop. Now, when I do that drop, make sure that you're not doing that and bending right over. You want to try and keep the same position of the body. It's just here through the knees. So we have our basic step, starting with our left foot. And we have 1, 2, 3, drop. 1, 2, 3, drop. 1, 2, 3, drop. 1, 2, 3, drop. Forward, 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 drop. Back, 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 drop. 1, 2, 3, drop. 1, 2, 3, drop. Cross over, swivel, drop. 1, 2, 3, drop. 1, 2, 3, drop. 1, 2, 3, drop. Now we have that with the stationary basic drop. 1, 2, 3, drop. 1, 2, 3, drop. 1, 2, 3, drop. And with the turns, 1, 2, 3, drop. 1, 2, 3, drop. 1, 2, 3, drop. 1, 2, 3, drop. Very good. So let's go through those basics again. We'll use the slow song this time because we've got a lot to think about on this one.
Basta con una palabra, se apagaron mis sentidos. Como por arte de magia, supe que eras todo lo que había querido. No podía hacer nada, y en el lugar preciso. Al cambiar mi vida, dio una vez sin previo aviso.
All right. 5, 6, 7 with just with the taps. Forward and back. And crossovers. Into stationaries. And into turns. Side basics with a kick. Forward and back with the kicks. Crossovers with the kick. Stationaries with the kick. And turns with the kick. And back to side basics with the drop. Forward and back with the drops. And crossovers with the drops. Stationaries. And turns. Well done, everybody. Well done. So next week, I'll start to prepare a little bit of a freestyle choreography for you. So you'll have something to dance that you can also add on to all of those basic options you've now got. So we are going to move into our cha-cha-cha. So we did a little extra lesson last week, and we did a what do you call it? We did some cha-cha-cha. So let's cover our basic steps, and then if there's time, we'll add some more onto those as well. So we start with the left foot. And the basic step that we covered was together, together, side, close, side. Together, together, side, close, side. Together, together, side, close, side, and together, together, side, close, side. Now, these steps do have a slightly different timing from each other. So it's not 5 even steps. We're going to go slow, slow, quick, quick, slow, 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 quick, quick, slow, 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 quick, quick, slow, 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 quick, quick, slow. Good. So let's try that again a little bit faster this time. And we have slow, slow, quick, quick, slow, 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 quick, quick, slow, 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 quick, quick, slow, and slow, slow, quick, quick, slow. Good. Very good. Next, we're going to do our forward and backwards basics. So our forward and backward basics, we're going to start left foot and we're going to step forwards. Now, when we step forward on the left foot, don't make it like a proper all the way step forward, because we have to replace our weight backwards next. And if we go too far forward, it's going to be, you're going to lose your balance and start to fall forwards. Yeah, exactly. So we're just going to keep our knees together for this step. 1. So see how my knees are together. I've not gone too far. I'm keeping my knees together so that I can then straighten my back knee, and it'll bring my weight backwards. So I've got 1, 2, and now I step to the side, just like the first basic, cha, cha, cha. And now my right foot is going to step backwards. So when I step back on my right foot, this one, it's okay for the knees to be apart because I can easily push back onto my front foot. And then we finish it up. We have side together, side. So let's try that together. Left foot forward. We have 1, 2, cha, cha, cha. Right foot back, replace, cha, cha, cha. And 1, 2, cha, cha, cha. And back, replace, cha, cha, cha. Good. And it's the same timing as the first basic. So we're looking at slow, slow, quick, quick, slow, 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 quick, quick, slow, 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 quick, quick, slow, 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 quick, quick, slow. Good. Now, cha-cha-cha is considered Latin American dance sport. So there are lots more rules for dancing cha-cha-cha. It's a lot stricter, whereas dances like the bachata and the salsa and a few of the other dances we'll be learning, they're just like Latino street dancing dancers. So they're not as strict, so they're more fun. So for cha-cha-cha, what we want to do is to stand up nice and tall. We want to suck our tummies in, and you'll see with the curve in my spine at the moment, the curve in my back, I want to try and flatten my back to be as nice and straight as possible. Knees are pulled backwards, and I've got a slight forward lean. So you'll feel your weight right over the toes of your feet. And when you can feel all of that, so tummy in, back straight, knees straight, and a forward lean, that is your correct cha-cha-cha posture. So have a try at working that, and then we will start. So back nice and straight, tummy sucked in, chest lifted, nice straight spine, knee straight, and a slight forward lean. And that is your cha-cha posture. Very hard to do. So it's one of those things you're just gonna have to keep practicing with until it sticks. Now, in Latin dancing, our bodies move a lot. So you're gonna have a lot of ribs and hips doing different things, but that is your base posture. That is what you always want to return to. And that's all I'll say on that. So we've got 2 cha-cha basics now. Let's try those to music. And then we're going to add in the New Yorkers, which was the third step we did. Oh. All right, ready with the left foot out to the side. Two, three, four, 1, 2, cha-cha-cha, 1, 2, cha-cha-cha, 1, 2, cha-cha-cha, 1, 2, cha-cha forwards, 1, 2, cha-cha-cha, 1, 2, cha-cha-cha, 1, 2, cha-cha-cha, 1, 2, back to the first one, 1, Forward and back. One more time. Very good. Very good, everybody. So our next step is called a New Yorker or a crossover. And you can call it whichever one you'd want. They're both correct. So for this first step, I'm going to turn this way and step forward on my left foot. So I'm going to get and 1. So same as the forward and back basics. I'll show you from the other side. I want my knees to be next to each other because I'm going to step back on my next step. And having those knees together will allow you to move in a different direction a lot easier. So my first step, I'm going to turn this way. So I'm turning in the opposite direction of the foot that I'm using. So I'm using my left foot. I'm turning to the right. And I'll step forward and I'll have 1. Whoop, 1. I'll replace my weight, turn back to the camera, cha, cha, cha. And now I do the same thing. Opposite foot, opposite direction. So right foot, turning left, and I'll get 1. Again, knees together. I'll replace 2, back to the camera, cha, cha, cha. And 1, 2, 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 cha, cha, cha. Good. Well done. So our next step, or the next step that we will go over, actually we'll go over that in a minute. Let's try those basics and New Yorkers to music first. Thought I had a link to a song. Never mind. Okay. Let's try that again. So we've got 3 steps to use now. And 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, cha, cha, cha. Forward and back. And turning. Back to our first basic. 1, 2. Forward and back. turning, 1, cha-cha-cha. And that will do. Oh, nothing like a bit of Queen. Terrific band. Okay. Oh, beautiful. All right, so the next the next step that we're going to do is a turn. So after the New Yorkers, what we can do is, so add in a few turns. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to use my left foot. I'm going to step across and I'm going to go 1. This time, see the difference. My knees are not together. I've actually taken a step. So I've gone 1. I'm going to turn on my left foot to here. Only half a turn. I replace my weight and I go 2. And then I step back to the camera. Cha, cha, cha. So I'll break that down again. So I'm going to step forward towards my right side with my left foot. And I have 1. So now I make a big half a turn. Oop, and then I step forward 2. Better balance than I just had though, please. So let's try that again. We have 3/4 of a turn. So I go to a quarter, 1, I do a half, and step 2. Now, the important thing to make sure of when we're turning is that we don't turn while we're moving. So if I try and turn while I'm moving from foot to foot, I'm going to fall over. I'm going to lose my balance. So we want to make sure that we are on the foot, turn, step, on the foot, turn, step, on the foot, turn. So make sure that you only do a turn while you're safely standing on a foot. If you're standing on a foot, you'll be able to turn safely. Okay. Let's try that again. I'm going to turn, step on the left, half a turn to the right, step on the right, turn back to the camera, cha, cha, cha. So let's have a look at that. A little bit faster, it'll go and turn, step, cha, cha, cha. So the turn actually happens quite quickly when we put that to music. We'll end up going, so from our New Yorkers, we'll go 1, 2, cha, 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 1, 2, cha, 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 3, cha, 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 4, and here comes the turn, 1, 2, cha, 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 then we'll do one in the other direction, 1, 2, cha, cha, cha. So for now, we're just going to do 2 turns to the left, and we'll do them like this for this practice routine. We'll step 1 and 2, cha, 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 closed foot, basic, cha, 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 turn number 2, cha, 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 closed foot, basic, cha, cha, cha. Okay, so let's try all of those steps together to music. So this is some nice, real traditional Cuban cha-cha music. Beautiful song this. So starting with our closed basics, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, cha-cha-cha. Forward and back. Come join. Come join. Okay, here we go. Left foot turn. Close basic. Again, from the beginning. Forward and back. New Yorkers. And a turn. Close basic. Well done, everybody. Well done, everybody. So that takes us to the end of our lesson today. You all did very, very well. We covered a lot of stuff. So next week, I'm going to give you some cool bachata choreography. And we're going to add in a few more steps to our cha-cha-cha. And we'll introduce a new dance as well, maybe the salsa or a bit of rumba, maybe. We'll have some fun next week. Thank you very much for your attention and your time, guys. I'll see you all next Sunday. Fantastic jobs. Well done.
Bye-bye. See you next week, everyone. Bye-bye. Thank you, Teacher Michael. Thank you. All right, we send you the song later, okay? Bye.